So thank you for being here. We will start. All the performers are here. As we continue, I'll introduce you to the format, and there are so many different compositions or stotras that you know, so you will be able to relate to it. There will be a little bit of narration between the stotras, why we are doing this and all that, so we will go through that, but we are going to start. So we are recording here. There is video recording going on, so you don't need to record video. We are all going to be on stage. So if you take one picture, if you take 1,000 pictures, it's still going to be same. So I would suggest not to move. Wherever you are able to take pictures. So please take if you want. Be careful about the camera. Let's not block it and let's not run over it. Everything else is okay. So First of all, why we chose this subject today. Honestly, how many of us here, all of us here, does not know who Shankaracharya is? And it's okay if you don't, because these things are not taught in school. So I'm glad everybody knows. How many of you have actually wondered what he did? Why we are talking about him? I like that. And that's the reason we have this performance. So, we, especially parents, this is for parents and grandparents. I think in my mind there are three reasons why we should know about Adi Shankaracharya a little bit more. Very first reason for parents is we moved here, we are away from home. We are going to send our children to school. We go to work. They are going to go to college. We need to be able to explain who we are. Because we meet people who are different than us. We live in a very mosaic type of society where we meet all kinds of people. And sometimes some people wonder what we do, why we are like this, why we go to temple, what do we sing in temple. Even our own children will ask us, what are we singing? And we have, in some ways, in our minds, if we have not learned Sanskrit, we start treating Sanskrit almost as a foreign language, or maybe even I have heard comments where, oh, it's an old language, so it's not relevant anymore. So with that backdrop, I think it's very important for us to learn and be aware and be vocal about who we are and what we do and why we do it, our own beliefs and our own culture. So that's one reason. So we can talk to our children, we can have dialogue with them. It's about samvad, it's not about broadcast. It's not that we want to overwhelm them with what we think. It's about, we want them to ask questions and we should be able to answer. So that's major reason from parents' perspective. Second, which is going to be important for us as well as for our children, especially those, we have so many students who are either going to, who are in middle school or they are going to be in high school soon. And we come across certain challenges at work all the time. So Shankaracharya's life story is about grit. It's about focus and discipline. It's about purpose. So irrespective of if we remove the religious aspect of his, not considers his religious work at all, as a human being, what he achieved is very remarkable. And we all can learn lessons from it. So there are certain organizational behavior research that has happened over time. And when I was taking classes at Stanford, our professor gave us like 7 different qualities. What a successful person would have. And when he says successful, it means somebody who can be like at Gandhi's level or at somebody who is really powerful. And all those 7 qualities we can relate to in Shankaracharya's life, or he had, and how that made him do so many things that we are not able to do. So I think we should be able to identify those qualities and see how we can cultivate. So that's second reason why we should be learning about Shankaracharya. And third and important thing, as I said, we go to temple, our priest is reciting Nirvan Shatak, almost at the end of every arti. But what does it mean? Why every temple has Shivji and Shakti and Vishnu and Ganesh? Why? We have other idols or other deities in other temples, but generally we see this everywhere. So why? Why do we do Nirvan Shatakam? Why do we do Bhavani Ashtakam? I can almost guarantee that almost every stotra that we have learned or we have been listening to or hearing in temples or everywhere else, most of them have been written by Shankaracharya. Rudrashtakam was written by Tulsidas ji, and Madhurashtakam was written by Vallabhacharya ji. But other than that, all other stotras, almost all of them that you have learned or you have heard, most of them have come from Shankaracharya. So it's important to learn how he could achieve so much. And he lived only for 32 years. So with these three major reasons, little bit about when Shankaracharya was born. That is, of course, controversy. Some say he was born in around 400 BC. Some say he was born around 700 AD. But it was somewhere in between. It was after Gautam Buddha, but long before, I would say 800 AD. That's too late. It was a time when India was a little bit in a chaos. There was no strong political power, or there was nothing to hold everything. Nothing to hold, no force to hold people to start people-to-people dialogue, or have people-to-people connection. So that was kind of a chaotic time. Our society was divided into different sects. So different sects means some believed in Shakti Puja, some believed in Vishnu Puja, some believed in Shiv Puja. They all had their own little corners, and they would go against each other. There were some section of the society who believed in sacrifice. It could be animal sacrifice or sometimes even human sacrifice. And in all of these, Shankaracharya was born in a small village in today's Kerala. The name of that village was Kaladi. His mother's name was Aryamba. And his parents did not have children for a very, very long time. They did not have kids. So it is said that they prayed and their prayers were heard, and Shivji gave them an option. Do you want a son who is short-lived but extremely brilliant, or you want multiple kids who may live long but they would be dumb? And the parents, Shivaguru and Aryamba, they chose to have a son who may not live long, but who would be brilliant. So Shankaracharya was born. And by the time he was 2 years old, he was master in Sanskrit. He was, at the age of 3, he lost his father. But then by the age of 4, he had learned almost every scripture that you can think of. From that, his mother decided that he has to go to school. So he was sent to Gurukul. And the way it worked in India, when you are in school, you don't come back home. You have to stay. You have to stay there in your, with your guru. So you get donations. A donation could be grains or food or whatever, right? So one day he goes to somebody's house, and it looked like it was a very poor household. So that lady in the house offered some gooseberries because that's the only thing they had. And Shankara, young Shankara, was so touched that he decided to pray for wealth in that household. And he chanted Kanakadhara Stotra. Kanak means gold, right? And Dhara means he wished, he prayed that that household gets filled with gold. And his chanting was so powerful that it really happened. Maybe not at right that moment, but that household was rewarded. So instead of Kanakdhara today, we will go and chant Mahalakshmi Ashtakam. Mahalakshmi Ashtakam is slightly, there is a debate whether it was written by Shankaracharya or it was part of our Vedic writings. But it was definitely adopted by Shankaracharya. So we are going to chant Mahalakshmi Ashtakam. Mahalakshmi Ashtakam is also very popular in today's world. We generally chant Mahalakshmi Ashtakam during Diwali. So it would be nice if you learn this, if you don't know it, and you can also chant it at home. It's very simple. This is composed by Kuldeep, and hope you all will have fun.
Namaste
obviously it is Ashtakam, so it has total 8 shlokas, but we only did 4. Rest we will leave to your curiosity, so you can go back home and check out the other 4. So moving forward, by the age of 8, Shankaracharya had achieved or learned everything that he could in Kaladi or from his Gurukul. So he asked his mother for permission to become sannyasi. His mother was obviously not happy, but she said, okay, go for it. But she also asked for a promise that when I am in my final days, I want you to come back and make sure that my last rites are performed by you. So Shankaracharya promised, and he left Kaladi. He started walking north, an 8-year-old child. He is walking by himself, going through all the wild jungles. He must have encountered wild animals. He must have come across rivers and threat to his life. But he was determined, and he knew where he wanted to go. He knew that he was looking for his guru somewhere near the river Narmada. So he was looking for a place near Omkareshwar Mandir. So he goes to this place, and he looks for Guru Govindapada. Guru Govindapada was living in a cave near Narmada, and when he met his guru, he had his elevator pitch ready. He knew what he wanted to say. There is a lesson for us in this elevator pitch too. Guru Govindapada and his guru, Guru Govindapada's guru, Guru Gaudapada, were known or were the proponents of Advaita Vedanta. Advaita Vedanta is non-duality. Non-duality means there is God in me, there is God in her, there is God in him, there is God in everybody. We are all connected to each other through that consciousness. And just like there is manifestation of God in us, there is manifestation of ourselves in God too. So there is connection there too. So that is Advaitism, and Guru Govindapada and Guru Gaudapada were the proponents of this. And he believed, and this is Vedantic theory. This is not something that Shankaracharya invented. This is Vedantic theory, that there is God in every living being. Whether it is plant, it is animal, it's an insect, it's human, anybody. So when he meets this guru, going back to his elevator pitch, when he meets his guru, he makes sure that he tells him what his guru wants to listen, or what would make his guru happy, what would make his guru take interest in him. So when he goes to him, Guru Govindapada asks him, who are you? Introduce yourself. And Shankara, this 8-year-old boy, he introduces himself through a stotra called Dasa Shloki. There are 10 verses. We are not going to sing all 10. But Dasa Shloki is the heart of Shankaracharya's, all his teachings. Everything that he has ever written, everything that he has ever produced, this is the soul of his teaching that we have been following even today. So we will be chanting Dasa Shloki. This could be new for you. It's very close to Nirvana Shatakam. But if you are curious about it, please look for it, or I'll send you links later. This is in Raaga Malkauns. This was composed by my guru and Miss Anjali Mehta, and Kuldeep has adopted her version. So this is in Raaga Malkauns, and it's set in Japtal. So now Shankara is a young boy. He asks his guru that, I want to write some commentary on Upanishad. And guru thinks, this little kid, let me give him some homework first. So he says, why don't you start with Vishnu Sahasranam? And he thought, well, there are thousands of shlokas in Vishnu, 1,000 shlokas in Vishnu Sahasranam. It's going to take a while. And within 24 hours, he says, well, I have written something. I want to show you. So Guru may have thought maybe he has done 4 or 5 of them out of thousands. But he had written commentary for all 1,000. And that's when the Guru was impressed. And one day, Guru Govindpada was sitting in his cave doing meditation. It was rainy season, and it started pouring. And Narmada was rising. And Narmada, whoever is in the vicinity would know Narmada is wild, wild river. It goes really wild. So Narmada water started rising, and Shankaracharya was in the cave with Guru, and he thought, oh, this is going to get flooded. I have to do something. I have to stop this. So it is said that he puts his kamandalu near the gate or near the door, near the opening of that cave, and he starts praying. And there was a miracle. Narmada water started receding. Once his kamandalu was full, Narmada water started receding. And the chanting or the chant that he recited there was Narmadashtakam. Now, many of us may not know that it was Shankaracharya who wrote Yamunashtakam, Narmadashtakam, Gangashtakam, and several others. Why did he write a stotra about a river? I mean, we say, Nadi hamari mata hai. But why? Because our Vedic culture has actually come from honoring, protecting, and in a way, worshipping our natural resources. So when somebody talks about environmental protection, it should be us first, because that's our Vedic religion. Protecting environment is the very first duty we have. So when we say he wrote Narmadashtakam, the silent meaning behind Narmadashtakam was not doing puja and putting flowers in Narmada, and it was more about protect your resources. When he put Kamandalu in front of the cave, it was not that I want to have a miracle here. It was more about preserve rainwater, build lakes, build reservoirs where you can preserve rainwater and make use of these natural resources much more wisely. So it's bathing in Ganga or putting flowers in Ganga, yes, it's great. But at the same time, it's not just about Ganga. It's about every single natural resource we have that we can utilize in a wise manner. And that's our first duty, even before going to temple. So that's the meaning behind all his Gangashtakam, Yamunashtakam, Narmadashtakam, everything that he said. Other thing is, Narmadashtakam is, we are just taking Narmadashtakam today, but that's where also we have this oneness with nature. All these rivers have life within them. And we are also making a promise to protect that life in the ocean, in the river, right? In Jainism, it is reflected as ahimsa, right? Jainism and Hinduism, these are all Vedic religions from the Vedic time, and they are interwoven in building our culture. So we are going to chant Narmadashtakam. This is a very interesting composition. It's composition by Ashit Desai, but we have given a little bit of a twist to it. His Narmadashtakam composition was slightly different, but we have given a little twist to it. So again, we will only take 4 shlokas, but hope you enjoy. Are you all able to hear? Okay. And the purpose of group singing is to make sure that no one voice is loud. It should all be in sync, right? So I hope it's sounding that way. Okay. So at one point, when little Shankara was about 11 years old, his guru told him that it's time you go to Kashi. Because at that time, Kashi was the hub of all the religious activity, all the spiritual activities. And you really need to take this principle of Advaitism to the next level. You need to take it to masses. You need to start connecting people with Advaitism, with this Vedantic principle. And Shankara started his journey. He walked all the way from this cave near Omkareshwar to Kashi. He was about 12 when he arrived. And Kashi Vishwanath gave him a lot of things during his stay. He was a wonder child because he was very young. This is the next chapter of his life. He was connecting with people. He's making connections. He's building relationships. He is convincing people, talking to them about Advaitism and his guru and what his guru did and how it helps being compassionate with each other. That's where he met his first shishya, Shiva, and at the same time, he also realized that what he learned or what he believed in, this Vedantic principle is one way how people attain salvation or attain full consciousness. But at the same time, there is a huge impact of bhakti in people's lives. There is huge impact of Deva and Jiva connection. Why do we worship idols? Because we need focus. We need to visualize. And that visualization helps us connect better. He understood that this is the reason even I believe that I am attached or I am connected to the supreme power, because that supreme power is within me. But it may not be possible for everybody. So this bhakti and Dev Puja is another way for people to connect with God. And there is nothing wrong with it. So this expanded his sphere. Not just Advaitism, but another way to attain moksha, salvation, or full consciousness is through bhakti, through devotion. One day, and he is still a proponent of Advaitism. So one day he was coming back from his early morning bath in River Ganga, and he meets, somebody is blocking his way. There was one dark man with 4 dogs blocking his way. So he says, move. I just took bath, I'm clean. And you are dirty and ugly. Give me space. Don't make me impure. I have purified myself. That's what Shankara is saying to that guy. So that guy asks him, who are you asking to move? Are you asking to move this dirty body? Or are you asking to move the Atma inside dirty body? Because that Atma, that flame is there in you too. What is dirty is my body. So he questions his belief in Advaitism. What is true, my body or my Atma? What are you asking to move? That started making Shankara think, what is he saying? I was saying something, but I never realized. I was preaching everybody, but I never realized. So it means that if that Atma is same in everyone, I am a Brahmin, I am a Guru now, I am Acharya, I have become Shankaracharya. So I am Guru, I am teaching this, but did I really mean it? And that man standing in front of him was what they called Chandal at that time, who helped with cremation. So he realized that, oh, this is a huge lesson. This Chandal must not be any common man. So he accepts his mistake, he asks for apology, and he realized that Chandal was none other than Lord Shiva himself. And at that time, he recited 5 shlokas. It is actually Manisha Panchakam. But since he was in Kashi and Acharya Shankara has written Shiv Panchakshar Stotra. I'm sure you all can relate to it. We are going to sing this. Again, this is a composition by Kuldeep, and we are going to recite all 5 shlokas of Shiv Panchakshar. You may already know, but it defines Namaha Shivaya, Namaha Shivaya, 5 swars, 5 letters. Each letter has its own shlok. So we are going to recite this stotra now. So,
barabar? Is that okay, no? Some more, yeah. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you. हाँ, विराज थोड़ा फीमेल सेक्शन को थोड़ा और अप कर सकते हैं. Thank you. आगे.
So while Shankaracharya now had many followers, just like we have social media followers. So there were many followers, but he continued to learn. I think his curiosity was the key to his success. Connecting with people, another important thing, another important quality for us to learn, because continuous curiosity and continuous connection and empathy with people are two important success factors for people to rise in their corporate world or make friends or whatever else you call. So these are the two qualities we have to take back from Shankaracharya up to his life that he lived until now. And he was just 12 at that time. From this point, he starts seeing some challenges. Everything was flowing smoothly so far. But now he's going to come to a point where he's going to get pushback from people. So he had won over all those who believed in Lord Shiva or who were followers of Lord Shiva, so who were Shaivites. Now, Kashi has big presence of those who also believe in Shakti Puja. And as you go eastwards in India, even at that time and even now, Shakti Puja is very prominent. So it is said that there was a person called Abhinav Gupta. He was leader of these Shaktas, or who believed in Shakti Puja. And Shankaracharya and his Shishyas tried to have a dialogue with him. And just like we have presidential debates at that time were a very popular means of winning over the argument with the other person. So there were debates, there was an attempt for dialogue, but nothing of that sort worked. So this Abhinav Gupta and his group of his followers, they tried to poison his food, Shankaracharya's food. And he fell sick, really bedridden. Nothing worked. Then one day, there was one old lady who came to his hut and said, "Give me some food." And his Shishya Sadananda said, "Okay, I'll give you food." "No, I want your guru to come to me and give me food." And he said, he's sick, he can't get up from bed. So he said, "Tell him my message. If he is not able to get up and give me food, how is he going to defeat those Shaktas? They are powerful. They are Shakti worshippers. What happened to your Shakti?" And Shankaracharya realized that, he needs to build his willpower. So then he comes and he bows down to that old lady and realizes that to win over Shakti Pujaks, I need to think like them. I need to be in their mindset, and I need to worship the goddess. I need to be her devotee first before I can win over others. And that's how Bhavani Ashtakam was created. So we will again recite some shlokas out of Bhavani Ashtakam. There are 5 of them. I think most of you know, but if you haven't heard it before, I would highly recommend to take a listen when you go home.
Before we start that, we will do a little mic testing here, just to make sure. So those 2 mics are super powerful, and they would actually cover the whole range. So just also make sure that you sing loud. I will play something, and then I want just that section to sing, so we all can listen to it.
Just 2 sections of it.
Just the 2 sections there. Okay? re ga pa ma re ni re ma pa ga sa ga pa sa ga pa ni ni da da pa pa ma ma ga ga re re ni re ma ga ga re sa बराबर है? Okay, all of you sing this, okay? This is a beautiful piece.
न बन्धु
I want to see how many of you are singing. So one more round of ah, but we will not sing. Just you will sing, okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, in the next concert, we need to have like a crowdsourcing. We need to do like hundreds of us singing together. We'll work on that. Beautiful. Awesome job to all the singers here, harmony singers. That, over there, that section was singing. Ah, ah, ah. Here, they're singing. Ah, ah, ah. And here, this section was singing. Ah, ah, ah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a mishra. It's a sugam. It's a mishra rag. It's not a rag base. Loosely, there is a some shadow of Kalavati, but I still won't say Kalavati. But yeah, it's a freestyle composition. It's beautiful. Wonderful.
So from Kashi, Shankaracharya heads to Badrinath. It's very well known that he got the idol of Lord Shiva out of Narada Kund, and he installed that idol in Badrinath temple. This adds one more feather in Shankaracharya's cap. He not only created all these shlokas and poetry for everybody to cherish. Wherever he goes, he now, from this point onwards, he has visited all the prominent temples of India at that time. And when we say prominent temples of India, it means everywhere from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Prayagraj to Dwarika, over to Gandhar and Hingraj temple, which is now in Pakistan and in Assam. So he has traveled the breadth and width of the entire subcontinent. And he visited every temple. He reformed temple procedures. There was process re-engineering in every temple. He installed new idols. And before he left, he created something special, something specific for that deity that was installed in that temple. So he left behind something for people to cherish and come back and connect to. In a way, temples are a hub of social activity, hub of religious activity, and hub of person-to-person connection. When you come together, when you volunteer together, you build bond. Because there shouldn't be anything that is your own personal interest. If you are coming in temple and cooking food for somebody, you are doing it for somebody. You are not throwing a party. You are coming and singing in temple. You don't come here and sing thinking, I want to be a star. It's nothing about you. It's about others. And that actually builds a community. So in a way, he started this community building exercise in every temple. People connected with each other. So from this point, he comes back, he stays there for some time, he comes back to Uttarakashi. And in Uttarakashi, it is said that there was one old Brahmin who used to come to Shankaracharya Guru every day, and he would argue about Brahma Sutra. Just one shlok. He would come every day and argue or debate about this Brahma Sutra. And then slowly, his disciple, Sadanandaji, felt that there is something. Why does he come every day? Why does he come and debate with you? He's not even, it doesn't seem like he's trying to defeat you. But he still argues. So then next day, Shankaracharya asked him that, who are you? You know so much, but you are not here to defeat me. And then that old Brahmin then says that, I am Vedvyas. He reveals his true identity. Now at this time, Shankaracharya was already 16. He was given lifespan of 16 years. And Bhagwan Vedvyas at that point grants him another 16 years, that your work is not over yet. You are still in one part of India. You have a lot to do. Take this message of reforms, of Advaitism, of connecting people across India. Shankaracharya, around this time, he writes commentary on Bhagavad Gita, commentary on Upanishads, commentary on Vedas. It's not commentary, people say it's from time to time, our Vedic culture, our Vedic scriptures, they have to be reinterpreted to suit people's minds so that people can understand. That's what that commentary is. What was written probably 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, at that time, he reinterpreted that so that people can understand. It's just like when Tulsidas ji was writing Ramayana, he started in Sanskrit. But then he switched to local language, Awadhi, right? Because the whole purpose of writing Tulsidas Ramcharitmanas was to take it back to people. It has to be in the language that they understand. Same way, Shankaracharya thought the need of rewriting or writing commentary on top of it so that people can understand. Right? So he has invoked Advaitism. He has rewritten or reinterpreted the scriptures. He has accepted Bhaktivad or Bhakti as a way of invoking consciousness. Right? So he is making sure that he is not leaving people outside of his circle. He is bringing people in. He is creating this influence. He is not denying anybody anything. Instead, he is inviting people to join. So he's expanding his sphere of influence. And he's expanding sphere of culture and Hinduism. Right? So it is about connecting people. It's not about saying, oh, you believe in Krishna, so you are not part of my group. Come to me only if you believe in Shiv. Otherwise, you are not part of my group. Right? He is expanding his sphere. So from here, with the permission and command of Bhagwan Vedvyas, he starts going back to the middle of India. He goes to Prayagraj, and he has one more area to conquer. There were people who were ritualist. Hom, Havan, Yagna, very elaborate puja. He wanted to break that myth. Not that he wanted to deny them being part of a large Hindu circle or large cultural arena. He wanted to win them over. So one of the very prominent ritualists was Kumar Ilpat. He wants to meet Kumar Ilpat, but when he goes there, he was breathing his last. So he passed on his disciple's name that go meet him. And him and his wife, they are also ritualists. very prominent, very knowledgeable, you can have a debate with them. And that was Mandan Mishra. I'm not going to go into Mandan Mishra dialogue because it's very deep and very elaborate. And Mandan Mishra dialogue is very, very famous. So you can read on your own. He wins over Mandan Mishra and his wife, Udaya Bharati. And they also join Acharya Shankara in his campaign to connect people through faith, through bhakti, through rituals, through whatever puja they believed in. From there, he realized that his mother is very old now, and maybe she's in his last days. So he heads back to Kerala. After his mother passes away, somebody told him, his shishyas were also following him. Now he has Mandan Mishra, he has Sadanand, and he realized, he heard from his sishyas while they were traveling that there is a lot happening in the southern part of India. There is a lot of disconnect. So he goes to each and every temple, from Rameshwar to Sringeri to almost every temple in southern India. And at this point, he as part of temple reform, he talks about panchayatan principle. Panchayatan principle is worshipping, connect your faith to 5 different deities. Every temple will have these 5 deities. That is panchayatan, 5. Ganpati, Shiv, Shakti, Vishnu, and Surya. Again, Ganpati, Shiv, Shakti, Vishnu, and Surya. And since then, think about it. Either he was born 2,000 years ago or he was born 2,500 years ago. We have been following this panchayatan principle. Ram and Krishna are part of Vishnu, right? Avatars. But we have been following. Surya is the representation of nature, right? So that's how we have been following panchayatan principle in every temple. Every temple will have these deities. On his journey, he goes to Dwarika, he goes to Somnath, he goes to Vaidyanath, all the 12 Jyotirlings. But when he goes to Dwarika, he writes Krishnastakam in the as a praise to Lord Krishna. And we are going to recite 4 shlokas of Krishnastakam.
Sorry. Wow. So this is Pandit Jasraj. Yeah. So this is Pandit Jasraj's composition, and his Haveli Sangeet feel. One, two. Vaje vraje kaman
समस्त पाप खंडनम स्वभक्त
So throughout this journey, Shankaracharya has demonstrated quality of very strong purpose, focus, energy, connecting with people because he's extremely empathetic about them. He's solving problems for them. He's improving their life and their journey. But his journey was still incomplete because he had not visited Kashmir yet. From this point, he goes to Kashmir, Sharda temple, Sharda Mandir, which is still there. And the natural beauty of Kashmir reminds him again about his purpose. It helps him connect back to his Advaitism principle. It is said that Nirvana Shatakam was written in Kashmir. So we will be reciting Nirvana Shatakam. From this point, after Kashmir, he goes back to Kashi, goes back to Kedarnath, and that's where he's 32. He decides to take a samadhi at that point, and his shishyas ask him that, what's your final message? He again recites Dasa Shloki to them, that this is the core of everything. By this time, he has made sure that there is complete temple reform. All the temples are connected. Every major temple in India, even today, is following the rituals or the procedures prescribed by Shankaracharya. There is his footprint in every single temple. It has been 2,000 years. It is still following that. So the way Shankaracharya helped build our cultural map across South Asia, no one else has done it. Some people believe that he adopted this Parivrajak Dharma, like Gautam Buddha. He went to people instead of staying in one place and having people come to him. But he went to people, connected with them, so he was a mobile university. Right? There was no internet, but he could walk to them and reach out to them. He created Mathas, right? 4 Mathas in India. So he also created that place for people, after he's not there, people can still go there and learn about him, learn about Advaitism and everything else. And he put his stamp in every temple. So he was a great organizer. He was a great management guru. He depicted those qualities in his action, as well as he exercised those qualities in whatever he left behind. So we will now recite Nirvana Shatakam. And after Nirvana Shatakam, we will be singing one patriotic song. Lot has happened in last 1 month, and lot is happening today. Why did Shankaracharya decide to take on this journey and reform everything for 32 years? Because he was passionate about people, he was passionate about his country, right? So when we put something above us, things become easy. When people realize that our purpose is beyond us, there is no selfishness there, they are ready to come and help. So we have to put country above us, and we will end with a very beautiful patriotic song. Both are set in Ragyaman.
निश्चल हो निर्मल मति से श्रद्धा से मस्तक नत से हम करें राष्ट्र आराधन आराधन हम करें राष्ट्र आराधन आराधन हम करें राष्ट्र 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 आराधन तन से मन से धन मन धन जीवन से तन से मन से धन मन धन जीवन से हम करें राष्ट्र आराधन हम करें राष्ट्र आराधन हम करें राष्ट्र आराधन आराधन करें राष्ट्र आराधन अंतर से मुख से चित्त से निश्चल हो निर्मल मति से अंतर से मुख से चित्त से निश्चल हो निर्मल मति से श्रद्धा से मस्तक नत से हम करें राष्ट्र अभिवादन हम करें राष्ट्र अभिवादन हम करें राष्ट्र आराधन हम करें राष्ट्र आराधन आराधन करें राष्ट्र आराधन अपने हंसते शैशव से अपने खिलते यौवन से अपने हंसते शैशव से अपने खिलते यौवन से प्रौढ़तापूर्ण जीवन से हम करें राष्ट्र का अर्चन हम करें राष्ट्र का अर्चन हम करें राष्ट्र आराधन हम करें राष्ट्र आराधन आराधन करें राष्ट्र आराधन अपने अतीत को पढ़कर अपना इतिहास उलटकर अपने अतीत को पढ़कर अपना इतिहास उलटकर अपना भवितव्य समझकर हम करें राष्ट्र का चिंतन हम करें राष्ट्र का चिंतन हम करें राष्ट्र आराधन हम करें राष्ट्र आराधन आराधन करें राष्ट्र आराधन आराधन करें राष्ट्र आराधन आराधन करें राष्ट्र आराधन
भारत माता की भारत माता की भारत माता की वंदे 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 बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद
So once again, thank you all for coming here. There are certain topics very important to address, but not everybody can relate to it. So we have to do this small group at a time. And when we start something positive, and even if we are able to have two people fully connect to it and take it back and get deep into it, I think it's successful. This is our third time that we have presented this. We first presented in 2011. Then I think in 2014, probably Kuldeep, 2014 or 15, and then again today. It was there in back of our mind since probably 3 years. This was originally conceived by my mother, Mrs. Nandini Mehta. She is a professor of, retired now, but she's a professor of Sanskrit. So we have learnt a lot from her. Kuldeep and I, and my both girls. When we did this for the first time, Ira was 4 years old. And I still remember we were in the temple upstairs, and we were doing this, and she was poking me from back. Mom, I'm hungry. Mom, I'm hungry. So from that, now she is here. So the point is, even if we are able to bring this, change one life out of this, we have made an impact. And I have to thank a lot of people, but I want to start with one special person, and that's that little boy, Adi there. He had colored Adi Shankaracharya's picture, and he had sent it to me. And I felt so positive. And I like Mihir and Adi equally. Promise. Okay, so now other thanks to everybody who is on stage. They have learned 8 new compositions in 3 months. We used to meet once in a week, probably on an average for an hour. But I can guarantee that even Avni, who is sitting there, then Mahi, who is sitting there, they are all going to cherish this. It will keep coming back to them over their life. We have created memories, very positive memories, and kudos to all of them. They executed beautifully. Not just singing perspective, but these 2 little girls and these 2 boys got into trouble in last 2 rehearsals a lot, and they are sports enough to take it positively. But we have had a lot of back and forth on what should we do, what we should not do, how we sit. Please keep quiet on the stage. Please don't move. Don't do this. Don't do that. And they executed beautifully. So thank you. We are very proud of you. And Krish too. He didn't ask me any question today. So thank you so much. And of course, Ketan Bhai. I'll let him.
So I just want, okay. So I don't think we have done this this or any of our important events in last 20 years maybe. Without Ketan Bhai, he is always with us, and he's Ustad, he's Pandit Ji. And please everybody, please give him a big round of applause. I even forgot to call him today because I knew that he'll be there. He's always, so he's like, also, sorry about that. If there was any glitch or any issues that you heard in the sound, it was my requirement issue. But anything that you heard good, it was Viraj Mishra over there. Our chief sound engineer.
And Viraj also sings beautifully.
Yeah, Viraj sings beautifully.
He has been very busy. We have been very busy, so he couldn't join on stage. But he has a beautiful voice.
Yeah, we are working on that. All right, that's it. And I guess thanks to all of you, all the parents and...
So, yes. So can we have all the students come on stage? And all of you, yes, we want to take a picture. Oh, yes. And do you see this poster here? Sure.
I'm Usha Ram, and today you have made me feel so proud. When we started dreaming about building a temple, our children did not have this chance, what you have given to our children. And I'm so happy. I have always said that we want to preserve, protect, and promote our culture. And you have done it. On behalf of the board, I have no words to thank you. And children, you don't know, today, whatever you have done, at times you may have been forced by your parents This, when you will get old like me, you will be so thankful. So again, thank you from bottom of my heart and on behalf of the board. You guys are just great. My koti koti naman to you.
See, they have Usha Ben, she had emergency. She's Dr. Usha Ram. She had emergency, but she came straight here from hospital. She is one of the founding members of Temple, and we wanted to invite her because, as I said, not everybody can connect to everything, right? We know that she can connect to this, so we had invited her here. I just saw you sitting in the back. I wanted you to sit in the front, but I'm glad you could make it. So thank you so much, and thank you for your encouraging and kind words. It will go a long way.